As William Shakespeare once said, to buy or not to buy, that is the question. And is that a question for ApeCoin? Is ApeCoin one of those new meme hyped up cryptos that keep coming along every other week, or is there some substance behind it? Well, in this video I try and find out what it is, and also try and find out where that price might be heading next by looking into the chart. So with that, let's get into that analysis. So first up, ApeCoin, what is it? Does it have any uses? Well, it's built from launched from the Ethereum blockchain. It has its own Ape ecosystem, and that allows token holders to participate in ApeCoin DAO, and basically it gives the users, the participants, like a currency to use inside that ecosystem. So it gives you access to otherwise unavailable things like games, NFTs, that sort of thing. If you know your cryptos, then you probably can guess that Ape comes from the Yuga Labs, creators of Bored Ape Yacht Club. So, you know, if the ecosystem can grow, NFTs, that sort of thing, then ApeCoin does have some value. So that's the big determinant on, I suppose, the fundamentals of the price. So let's now take a look into the charts. So this is the weekly line chart for Ape, and I've done it against USDT and found it on the Binance exchange. I think you can get Binance futures on it as well. And a bit like STEPN that we looked at last week, really it's so new there's not the data there to draw any longer term conclusions from. It only came into fruition 14th of March here, where it went up nearly 50%, and since those highs in mid-ish March, then it's come off about 23% and still tracking that way. So for this video I'm going to shorten the time frames to get some more, like I say, price action in the immediate future, the next few weeks, months, rather than the much longer term. I've really sped things up for the 4-line break chart down to 30 minutes setup. Same rules though, and we got two aggressive entries to the upside after the recent pullback in price, 11.15 and 11.26 if you want to buy back in. So onto the daily high Kanashi, where you see its whole full life history in front of you. First few days very volatile, a lot of bullish volume there. Currently though, signals, the bottom two lines, indicators, both bearish. Volatility picking up to about 52%. Volume though still quite quiet compared to what it was a month ago. In terms of price action, it's all pretty neutral at the moment, trading along that 2 standard deviation regression band mean, and no 2-line pink box breakout signals either. So pretty flat, pretty quiet, and well, you call it probably weak bearish at best. So onto the Renko chart. The block size 0.2 for the setup here. All our signals bearish at the moment. Trend slightly down, sitting on that 38.2% Fibonacci line at 10.76. Break from there to downside, maybe 9.5, and under that 7.5. To the upside, if it can get through all that noise all the way up to those recent highs towards the end of March, which is around about 15, it could then push on to 18, 19, 21.5 in the not so distant future. So at the moment though, you would probably say with that trend looking quite flat over its life, neutral, weak bearish, a bit like the previous high Kanashi chart. Based purely on the technical analysis at this moment in time, I'm going to give Ape a weak bearish score. A couple of bullish entry points in the top right there using that 4-line break chart. Sort of a weak bearish feel for both charts, high Kanashi and Renko, and into the targets. Because of the tight stops are used, there's certainly some good upside to be had. 6.5 and 10.5 to 1, downside 0.9 and 2.7 to 1. But like I said, based purely on the technicals at this moment in time, and remember there's not a lot of history to go on, it's a weak bearish score at the moment. I can certainly see APE being a fan's favourite and that sentiment taking the price higher. And digging into those fundamentals, there are some good plus points there. You know, if that APE ecosystem does take off, you know, the NFT world, the associated services in that APE ecosystem, then it could be one to watch. Now on the technicals, there's not a lot of price history there to really draw any proper conclusions from, but in the short term it's looking a bit weak bearish at the moment. So I think this one, if you want to trade it to the upside, is all about patience, timing, and sticking to your trade plan, because you get it right, it could be off and running and a great trade. So let me know in those comments below what you think of APE and where it's heading next. And if you liked today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons, and all that's left for me to say, thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.